In this video, I explore a hidden trail near my home. We find some interesting birds along the way and run into a bit of a mental roadblock. Come with me on this journey and let's see what birds we can find. What's up everybody, back with another video today, and I'm just gonna be honest with you. The last week or two has been pretty difficult. My whole family's been sick. The 4-month-old had to go to the hospital, and it's really been hard to get sleep. I've just felt really bad for my 2 little girls, and we've had to reschedule and move some things around. So today is a slow birding day. I appreciate you watching. It means a lot to me, as I recognize that sometimes these local slow birding trips aren't the most exciting, but they have the potential to be. So we could find something super interesting. You never know with birding. I'm exploring a local trail near my house that I've never gone down before, at least not gone down far down before. I've dabbled in it a little bit, but let's see what interesting birds we can find today. And yeah, I appreciate you guys joining me. I headed down the trail, which was full of mud thanks to some snow, followed by extremely warm weather for this time of year. First bird on our list for the day was unsurprisingly this American robin. These birds were absolutely everywhere. Another common western backyard bird, the house finch, skulked around in the brambles. Yet another hard-to-film bird, the spotted towhee, was also hiding from the camera in the thick brambles. We will get a better view of this bird later on. Alright, so I have a couple goals for today. We've already seen some pretty common backyard birds, but to make things interesting, I want to try to grab a usable picture of a species that I don't have a good photo of yet. So that could be American robin, very common bird, ruby-crowned kinglet. I do have some good black-capped chickadee photos, but I'll take that at least as a minimum. Black-billed magpie, northern flicker, any of those birds would be incredible, and I'd totally accept that for today. Another thing is we are looking for Woodhouse's scrub jays. They're very rare in Cache County because we have a mountain range that doesn't let them in. So hopefully we find one of those. I did look thinking I'd find at least one bird I could go search for in the county that I haven't seen before, and it's zero. Zero birds that I haven't seen, at least reported recently in the county. So if we want to find one, we've got to find it ourselves. There's also a skunk that hangs out on this trail. I smell it every single time I'm here. I'd love to get a photo of that. I know that they're pretty much nocturnal, so maybe on the way back, but let's see what birds we can find. I continued down the trail hoping to get a good photo of any species. Above me in a tree was a dark-eyed junco, but it wasn't giving off the best of views. A black-capped chickadee hopped from branch to branch really close by. Eventually, the junco dropped down to a lower branch, showing off a bit for us in the beautiful evening light. All right, so admittedly, I made it about the same amount that I've ever made it down this trail, and then Leela called me and let me know that they were locked out of the house. So I had to rush home, unlock the house for them, and now I'm back. So we're gonna try round 2 here. Not ideal. First bird back though is a new species for the day. Black-billed magpie. Still haven't gotten my photo yet. Salvage today's birding adventure and see if we can find, I don't know, anything cool on this trail, or at least get down this trail and see what's down here. I'm not gonna lie, it's not the birdiest trail on the planet. We did pick up a song sparrow, digging and foraging for food on the ground, but not a lot of bird activity. It's February, so it's probably one of the hardest months to go birding in, and I think every single year I am just holding out and waiting for the California spring break trip to come along. So if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. We're going to California. We have some amazing adventures planned over there, and those are going to come out in just a couple weeks. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be very exciting, but like I mentioned, anything could show up on this trail, and we'll try to find it if it does. Okay, well, we picked up a photo, but it's not necessarily what I'm looking for. Some American robins came in and landed just above me in the tree. You kind of want things at eye level, and they weren't too far off of that, but it's just not a clear view. It's not a clean background. It's not exactly what I'm looking for. The lighting's not great, but another robin on camera for the day. At least that's a bird on camera. And then we also got a spotted towhee. Now, spotted towhees We got one earlier, it was impossible to see. This one was a little bit more showy. They're really skulky birds hanging out in the bottom of the underbrush, but I was really happy to get that on camera regardless. They scratch at the ground and try to get food that way. That's how they forage for food. It's a really cool bird to get on camera. It's a larger sparrow species as well. A lot of people don't know that because it doesn't have sparrow in the name, but pretty cool to pick up those two birds. Let's see what else we can find. Just got really good views of a absolutely beautiful bird, the yellow-rumped warbler. Yes, we do have some warblers that overwinter here in the state of Utah. Specifically here in Cache County, I always see yellow-rumped warblers almost year-round. Pretty odd to see them in the winter because I wonder sometimes what they're eating, but we've had such a warm winter, I'm not surprised that they're able to thrive and survive throughout the entire season. Unfortunately, I couldn't get good photos of it. It was way too far away, so I'm stuck with the American robin photo still, at least for now. Hopefully we can pick up something better. Let's see if we do. Follow me down this trail further. Well, we've kind of come to the end of the trail. Not really, it keeps on going, but honestly, this time of year is really difficult for me and my mental health. Usually birding really helps. Most of the time it does really help. Today, it's felt more like a chore than an actual mental health help. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to respect how I'm feeling. I'm going to walk back on this trail. And if we see anything, great. We got the sun behind us, so the lighting should be better. If we can get a good photo, great. And if we don't, that's fine. We got some fresh air outside. We got to spend time with the birds and with nature. But yeah, I'm gonna call it today. Come walk back with me though. I don't want to do it alone. Let's see if we find anything else. I guess while we head back is a good time to mention that I did revamp the membership program. I appreciate all of y'all's support over there that are already members of the channel. It helps fund my adventures. You being here and watching the channel is enough, but if you really enjoy the videos and you want to help contribute to the channel's success, then consider becoming a member. It really does help me in these adventures, and it just makes the channel better overall for everybody. Now, if you're not interested in a reoccurring help to the channel, besides watching, of course, which you're already doing, then you can always consider donating supplies to the channel. I update this Amazon list in the description below with needs that the channel needs, including things like bird seed for different bird product reviews, gear that the channel needs to make things a little bit better. So yeah, if you'd like to donate supplies to the channel, you can do that as well. Again, I appreciate you guys just being here. Y'all are awesome, and I appreciate all the support. Just got a ruby crown kinglet on camera. Those are notoriously difficult to film, so happy to get that one for you guys for the day. We did see a couple of them earlier on the trail, but they're just so hard to get on camera, so I was really happy to be able to track this one. Well, that was pretty cool. We got some mule deer on camera, some younger ones. No great photos though, they're above me and behind a whole layer of reeds and stuff, so I still think the American robin photo is better. Yeah, not great luck today and not feeling the best, still getting over my sickness. And those of you that are parents know that if your kids are sick, y'all understand what I'm going through. So we got a couple more yards to go here, and then I think this is going to be the end of the video. But thank you so much for allowing me to do some slow birding today and for joining me on this journey. I know it's not the most exciting thing in the world, but if anything, this shows that really close to home, there are so many species of birds able to be discovered. So I would definitely highly recommend that you go explore your local trails and walking paths near your home. I think we saw like 18 species today, which is pretty impressive for the middle of February. So let's see if we find anything else, and I'll keep you updated. All right, well, I made it to the end, and there's no sign of the skunk, unfortunately. Still smelled it though. We know it's here. I'm just not great at finding mammals, honestly. Some of you mammal photographers, you gotta let me in on some of your secrets. How do you do it? How do you find these things? They're so hard to find. I did get a photo that I'm more proud of than the robin photo, thank goodness, because the robin photo was very mid. That's a photo of a dark-eyed junco. Just for fun, what do you think this subspecies of dark-eyed junco is? Put it down in the comments below. Also, I'm gonna give this photo like a B, probably like a C. So Not the most amazing photo on the planet, but I'm glad we were able to pull one off with better light than the previous photos. Make sure you check out Broad Ed Birding Learn, where I do educational content once per week, and we talk about some pretty cool topics. Also, thank you for bearing with me on this. I know it wasn't the most exciting adventure, but those of you who are parents who have sick kids, you guys know exactly what I'm going through, so I appreciate you guys being here anyways. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. I hope to see you all next time on Broad Ed Birding.